Welcome back to the Reality Guys. I'm your host Brian. Today I'm talking Fireworks Wife. This is season 3, episode 5. I'm gonna miss you, cowboy. And we pick up right back at the end of the barn dance, whatever they're calling it, hoedown bar. I think it's barn dance. But major thing happened today. Samantha self-eliminates, and I don't mean to not burying the lead here. I'm just getting right into it. She, I kind of feel like the jig is up. Not the jig, but like I feel like this show was really trending in a direction I didn't really understand with just like some of the shit that Samantha was saying and the way she was acting and oh I need to like him too and things like that. And it just didn't seem like the past two seasons. And I think this episode kind of beginning, obviously, like we had to cut that down, but like I think near the end it's starting to seem a little more like the past seasons. Like we still have some of the Tiana drama with Jay's women and she's crying and wants a date and things like that. But like I just felt like the fakeness of Samantha leaving, yeah, I think is good for the show because people are like, oh, the barn is like, oh my god, that was like his favorite girl, like connection. It's like even just their interaction when they were dumping, like it just didn't, nothing about it seemed real. And it just reminded me of their date when they're like, he's like, oh, I don't kiss on TV, and it's just like the whole thing was just strange. So I'm happy to see her go. I am. I'm sure she's a nice person. And I actually don't know this. Maybe she's a nice person in real life. Obviously, we can't judge people based off the show, but like, I'm only judging her based off the show, and I just not a fan, not a fan at all. So see you later. Good riddance. Maybe the show will get better. But um, other than that, honestly, guys and girls, this episode, I just we got some dates and stuff like that, but the barn dance ended. Choose their dates. We see, I think we see all the dates. Yeah, we do see all the dates. But I mean, it's just, I don't know. We haven't been on the farm the last few episodes. I feel like, I mean, we were there at the barn dance, but just like half of it was at a dance, and just like again, the phoniness, like and you see another episode where the phoniness is not there in the beginning, and we'll judge it based off of that and see where it goes. But um, some things at the barn dance, Jay kisses Karina and he actually ends up taking her on his date and they do like a football practice and then they always seem to like end up in a bed of a pickup truck with blankets at some point in the night, whether it's looking at the stars, looking at field, looking at a lake. That's the always the end of the barn or any date that they have, it seems like at this point in the history of this show. But Chloe Colton takes Zoe. So I think we knew that he was kind of vibing with Bailey. He ends up taking Zoe. He likes the conversation on the date. She's an anesthesiologist, and she's saying she's willing to move to a smaller town. He's like, a producer I thought was funny. He was like, "Oh, you didn't want to kiss her because he's been like the makeout bandit," and he's like, "No, I just am enjoying the conversation." I'm like, "Okay, my guy." He definitely would have planned one on her if like the moment was right. So I wonder if like he just, I don't know, maybe try to prove a point, but he's gonna play one on her the second he can. Matt and Alex date seemed like it went all right. They huge spider. Would That was like really just like a third wheel that day because that thing was massive. And there's a good shot of it where like he stood up. That thing was big. That was a big spider, man. That's enough one to make it like that, make it like jump. Definitely. Especially if you saw that in your house. Like, I mean, seeing outside, you're like, oh shit. But like if you saw that in your house, that would be those funny memes or videos when you see like a spider, it's like, oh, got time to move out or burn the place down. It was a big spider. But it seemed like they're vibing. We'll see where it goes. Again, I want to see like after these dates, like they kind of picked people that didn't really have a kid, like they wanted to explore more about. So I want to see like after they go on this date, what happens when they get back to the farm and they got to interact with them. Like, are they going to get special attention now or more? Move up the top of the list. John and Kaylee, they go golfing again. Cool. Seemed like it was a good day, but I mean, yeah, it just, yeah, I don't know about John. John is, I'm not sure about this guy. I don't know. It just everything, a lot of his stuff just doesn't always seem the most genuine to me. So I don't know. Look, I'm glad to see Samantha go, but I'm still just like the season. It's just something different about it. I think it's just not the same to me. And I wonder if it's like we had new hosts, maybe it's a little more produced. Um, I'm not really sure. I know some people in the comments last week were saying like, yeah, I don't know about the show anymore, and I get that because I think we're all feeling that same vibe, and it's just not what we're used to, and it just almost seems like it's turning into another show, and I don't think this show could handle like The Bachelor and Bachelorette have been bad for so long, but like it has such a like I guess the clout of the show and the name of the show can like really like kind of keep it on its feet. But I don't think this show could do that. Like if this show like went that way, I don't think it has the legs to stand and last like a decent amount of time. I don't know. I just think it needs to go back to what it was, and I think that's why people liked it. And you just, I mean, honestly, we can tell by the views, and I get it. I totally understand. Like it just doesn't feel the same. But let me know what you think. What do you think about Samantha going? I'm sure it'll be unanimous decisions there, but I'd like to hear from it. I'd like to know some people's feelings on that, whether they be strong or light. Put them in the comment section. Then also anything else, like what do you think? Who do you think the farm's vibing with? Who do you think is like a sneak, like a dark horse, or like who's a favorite in each person's farm? And then like again, what do you feel about the show? Again, so far this season. So appreciate everyone for watching. I hope you have an awesome rest of your night or morning or afternoon whenever you're watching this, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.